Hey you. Ooh, slap myself. Hey you, so today I'm going to be doing a kind of highly requested video, and it's all about my makeup brushes. I get a lot of questions, or I used to get a lot of questions about my makeup brushes. I never got around to making a makeup brushes video because I never have them all clean at once. So it's a pain in the butt to film that video because half of my brushes are dirty half of the time, and then the other half, when I wash them, I might have a gig, so then they get dirty again, and it's just like a never-ending cycle. But last night I actually washed all of my brushes, so they're all squeaky clean, literally all of them. Purposely not did my makeup with any brushes, so as you can see, you can still pretty much get a really good face without any makeup brushes. I just use a beauty blender and just some sponges and stuff that come with the products. I don't really know what I want this video to be yet. I'm just gonna kind of generally talk about my brushes. If you guys have specific questions about brushes, then you can leave that down below and I'll make another video for that. But these are all of my brushes, and this is really heavy. That's a 360, fluffy and clean. So let's just talk about the container real quick. The actual container, I bought it at Home Goods, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Home Goods. And it has different compartments, and in each compartment I put something different. So I love Sonia Kashuk brushes. So those go in the front here and here because she has the best looking brushes. And then in here in the middle is just all my eye brushes, and then here in the back are all my face brushes. Let's just kind of go through the brands that I have, and then I'll kind of break it down a little bit and let you know which ones I like the best and which ones I don't like as much. So I'm just gonna pick a few random brushes here. So Sonia Kashuk brushes, Sonia Kashuk brushes are available at Target and also on her website. But I think you can only really get them at Target. I'm not sure about that, but I will link Sonia Kashuk brushes down below. All of the brushes, I will link them down below. Not specific ones, but the brand. So I really love Sonia Kashuk brushes. They are super duper soft. They don't shed. They last a really long time, and they're just really pretty. She always comes out with the best design for her brushes. And not only that, they're super affordable, and they are available in a drugstore. So you're always able to get her brushes, and these are just limited edition collection brushes. She also has her core line that she has all year round, and those are really great as well. So that's a really good brand if you do not or cannot afford high-end brushes. These are still a really good alternative to that. Her collections I think are $30, $40 depending, but you get 10 to 15 brushes in the collection, so it's still a really good deal. And sometimes they even go on clearance, so it's an even better deal. So I would say that if you are looking for brushes, Sonia Kashuk is a really good brand to get brushes from. Next I have some Luxie Lush brushes, and I have this collection. I think there's 5 brushes in all. This one here, this was the Kabuki face line or something like that. I'm not sure what it's called. Overall, I don't like these brushes. All of the brushes are kind of, they're super soft. They work pretty well, but let's just take for example this brush here. You guys can see the brush, the cut is a nice cut, but all of the bristles are different lengths, and they are just not packed in tightly enough for me. I don't know how to explain it, but these brushes are just not the best. I use them. I think they work, but they're still a little pricey for what they are. I'm not sure. I think I got these brushes for $25. So each brush came out to be about $5. And I got it in a promotional sale, but I would not have paid the full $50 for these brushes. And I don't really see myself purchasing again from these brushes because the bristles, some of them are taller, some of them are shorter. They're soft, but I'm not in love with these brushes. So Luxie Lush is not something that I personally really love. I don't know if I just got a bad batch of them or what, but they're not my personal favorites. Next, we have the e.l.f. brushes. You can find these at Walmart, Walgreens, like anywhere you can find these brushes. And they're about $3. These are their core line brushes, or no, the professional line brushes, I think it's called. And then they have the dollar brushes. I don't think that the dollar brushes are as good as these, but they still work really well, especially for somebody who's a beginner. I think they're a really good brush to have, but the $3 ones are my favorites. They're the professional line, I think it's called. I'm not sure, but they work amazing. They don't shed because they're all synthetic. None of them are natural bristle brushes, so I really love them for that, and they're only $3 a piece. So I think it's a really good collection of brushes that they have, and they have all different kinds, and they've just recently expanded their line, so these are definitely something to look for. I think they're a really amazing brush. Next, here we have Sedona Lace brushes, and I actually have a couple collections from them. I have the 7-piece midnight set, which is the one that looks like this. It has like this pink and then black tip to them, and these are all synthetic brushes. And I also have their synthetic kabuki line brushes. These are amazing. These are like really similar just to the ones that I showed you from Luxie Lush. Those are really similar to these, but these are so much better. They're more densely packed. They're softer. They're just more amazing. And you can see the difference. Like the cut is perfect. All of the brushes are lined up. All the bristles are lined up perfect and everything. And I also have like their regular line brushes, like their 12-piece midnight set, and then they're just like professional brush set, and they're all amazing. None of them have really shed. Like some of them shed a little bit, but those are just the natural hair bristles. I'm just gonna be tongue-tied the whole video, but the natural bristles are the ones that tend to break, but not very much. They shed a lot less than some of the other brushes that I actually have, and they're a little bit more affordable. You can buy them on their website, sedonalace.com, and they have promotions on their website all the time. Usually it's like 20% off, and then during the Thanksgiving weekend or Black Friday or whatever it's called, they have them for 50% off, and that's when I stock up on their brushes. And I literally stock up on their brushes. Like I get as many collections as I can possibly get my hands on, just because they're so good. These are my favorite brushes. Like brush line is Sedona Lace, because they're affordable, they work really well, they have every brush that you could ever want. Overall, they're just an amazing company, so I really like them. And I've been purchasing from them, I think 2-3 years in a row. The first time that I bought brushes from them, they were perfect. Like the best brushes hands down that I've ever bought. But then the second year, they were still really good, but I noticed that the brushes were thinner. They weren't as thick as my first collection. And I don't know if it was just like the batch that I got or what, or if they've completely changed how many bristles they put in their brushes. But I also bought these thicker ones, these synthetic ones, and these are actually just as good as the first batch that I bought. So I would say maybe stick to the synthetic ones instead of the natural hair bristle ones. They all work just as well, but I feel like the natural hair bristle ones are less compact. Like they have less bristles in them. But overall, I think they're a really awesome company, and I 100% love their products. So now we're going to talk about Sigma brushes. Sigma brushes is the first makeup brush line that I ever purchased from, and you can get Sigma brushes on their website at sigma.com. Honestly, I don't love the Sigma brushes as much as I love my Sedona Lace brushes, but they're still really good brushes. Overall, like I've had this collection of brushes over 5 years, and only one of them died on me. Like all the bristles came out. And it was my large stippling brush. That's the only one that's fallen apart on me. But the whole rest of them, they still look pretty brand stinking new. I think that the only thing that you can tell that they're worn out is because some of the labels have been completely worn out, or some of them are kind of rubbing off. But that's the only way that you can really tell. They're still soft. They're not as soft as my Sedona Lace ones, but they're still pretty soft. The only thing about Sedona Lace is that they've really risen their prices. Is that correct? Risen? Their brushes have become more expensive with the years, and they are expanding their line. They have so much more product now, and they have all different kinds of barrels. Like they have like a gold one, a copper one, a silver one, I don't know, just a whole bunch. And I personally don't feel like it's worth buying a $200 set of brushes if the only thing difference is the ferrule. I don't think it's worth it, me personally. But overall, I think the brushes are great. Would I purchase Sigma over Sedona Lace? No, because Sedona Lace is just as good, if not better, at lower prices. So for me personally, I say Sedona Lace over Sigma. But if you get a gift card or for whatever reason you're curious about Sigma, I think they're still a really good brand, and they're expanding their whole, like they have makeup and all this other stuff now. So that may bribe you to go more their way. I don't know, but I do think they're a really good brand. Next, of course, we have the Real Technique brushes. Real Techniques is a brand made from a YouTuber here. Her name is Samantha Chapman, and her beauty channel is called Pixie Woo. She runs it with her sister, and they're amazing makeup artists. They're awesome. Like, they're just like the best. Anyways, so they came out with their makeup brush line, and honestly, these are some of the best brushes of life. Like, I use these in my kit. I use them on myself. I just love these brushes. So she has different collections. She has like her core collection, her eye collection. She has her stippling collection, or dual fiber. That's what they're called, dual fiber collection. She has like different collections that she comes out with, and they're all really good. The ones that I don't love as much are the dual fibers, but they're still really good. You just have to find a use for them, because I feel like maybe they're a little too long. I don't know how to explain it, but they're still really good, and I highly recommend the Real Techniques brushes. You cannot go wrong with whatever brush that you buy from her. You're gonna find a use for, and you're gonna find multiple uses for them. And they're all synthetic Taklon, I think it's called, brushes, and they're really soft. They're easy to clean, and overall, like, they're not very expensive. You can find them on Ulta. Now they are carrying them everywhere. Target, Ulta, Walmart, Kohl's. Like, they're everywhere now, and they're really affordable. I think like each collection is like $17 or something like that. And if you can find a coupon, or sometimes at Ulta they're buy one get one half off, like you can find deals on these brushes, and they're 100% worth it. They're inexpensive for what they are, and overall I think they're like some of the best brushes I've ever used. And then I have some random brushes here and there from like Urban Decay, Bobbi Brown, MAC, all of those brushes. I have like random brushes from different companies. But overall, the ones that I mentioned, I actually have like a collection of brushes, or like a set of brushes, not a collection, but like a set of brushes that I've used from them, and I feel like they're really good. So the ones that I mentioned are the ones that I personally really, really love. Somebody asked me, if you could only buy from one makeup brush line, what brand would that be? And I would probably have to say Sedona Lace, because they have a lot of different brushes that are differently cut than any other brushes, and they're super soft, they're cruelty free, they're super affordable for the quality of brushes that you're getting, and they're always coming out with a new collection, and they're all so cute. So I would have to say Sedona Lace, and I will leave their information down below. No, I'm not endorsed. These companies don't even know I exist, so nobody's paying me to do this video. Literally nobody knows I exist. So this is just a kind of like a guide of the brushes that I've bought from, and the companies that I feel like are really good and that you would benefit from buying from these brushes, especially if you're just starting out and you feel like buying a good set of brushes. Then I would definitely say Sedona Lace is a really good one to start off with. Or Sonia Kashuk also has those collection of brushes that are still really affordable. So either one of those, I think that because they come in a set, that would probably be best, and because they're not expensive and they're great quality. I think I've pretty much blabbered for long enough. If you guys have any specific questions about specific brushes, like which are my favorite eye brushes or face brushes, then let me know in the comment section below and I will gladly make a video. This video is long overdue. I mean, like almost 2 years long overdue. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys very soon.